Liverpool v everybody. Man, the sun is shining over here. Um, where do I start with that one? Um, yeah, well, first of all, I want to start with saying Dean Smith had his team. I think that's his name. The manager of Aston Villa had his team ready today, prepared. It's the second season in a row where Aston Villa give us a game. We all remember the game last season. We had to pull it out the end there. Robertson, Mane, um, and they look like a good outfit. Um, I thought it'd be difficult um, before the game, and I look at some of the faces. Jurgen Klopp being one of them when he gave the quick interview on the pitch before the game when he was discussing how or what happened to Allison in training and all that. Something just didn't look right, um, and it was just one of those days. That's what it comes down to. It's one of those days, and people will bring up. I saw some comment in some channels saying something like, it was really 4-2 or 5-2, whatever, because of deflected goals. Look, a goal is a goal. Own goal, off the post, deflected. A goal is a goal. If we're on the other end, no one wants to hear that. So I'm not here to make excuses for anything. People will blame Martin Atkinson for the penalty we should have gotten and all that. At that point, you're just desperate. What we need to be saying is this team just looked atrocious today, and that's okay. Meaning, it's okay to just say that and be honest. You don't have to start looking for scapegoats and making look. Now, there were some pretty poor individual performers, and if I have time, I'll go into it. But at the end of the day, it's just about looking at the team and the manager today. We just didn't get it right, and giving credit to Aston Villa. They played fearless, as I said, at halftime. Nothing to lose. They looked the threat every time they got the ball. This Premier League season is going to be crazy. It already had the ingredients to do that because we're still under this pandemic, which no one even knows how long that's going to be, or we just never experienced anything like this. So, but it's going to be a crazy Premier League. And again, another team who not many people will really give much of a chance in this game. They just beat the brakes off of Liverpool today, and again, it came to the point where it was almost comical. Even though I'm watching my team getting pumped like that, it became comical because it was just it was just crazy. It was every time they got a counter attack or anything, anytime they touched the ball, they looked threatening, like they would get a goal, and I I don't. Yeah, it's just crazy. But shout out to the young kid. I forget his name. I don't know how I forgot his name. He scored a hat trick against us, but respect to him. Barkley again, Scouse. He's up for it. Grealish. I mean, back to front, they were. I mean, defensively they were so good as well. And we had some moments in that first half, particularly. Didn't finish them. But it is what it is. And Aston Villa just really took advantage of their chances that they got. And again, much credit to them and their manager. As far as the players that look, let's talk about the goalkeeper. Um, Again, I look. You set it off in a not so great way when you make that pass to absolutely nobody. By the way, I don't even know if Gomez was ready or wanting that pass, but he passed it to nobody. They get a goal, and you think, okay, look, it's Liverpool. We've gone down before, no big deal. But you kind of perked up in your seat, like, damn, okay, this might be tough because Aston Villa looked pretty up for the game from the opening kick, in my opinion, opening whistle. Then they get a second. Then we get our goal. And it's like, okay, we're woken up now. Let's go. It's a night game. Let's get into it. And we just never were able to do that because of Aston Villa. Really, they were just relentless today, and they reminded me of shades of Liverpool at times, where teams are just like it's just so much attacking football. And in that first half, honestly, before shit just got out of control, we looked like we were gonna be able to match them. Just needed some more time to get in the game and get some things moving, but we just didn't. And I talk about Robertson doing well in the first half. I'm not sure if it was what Aston Villa was doing defensively against us, but it felt like we weren't really even going to the right side of the pitch on Salah's side and Trent. I'm not sure why that was, what that was about, but you know, um, we were humbled today, and that's what it is. And I wanted to see what Klopp had to say. I just have to look it up after I get off here. But we were humbled today, man. I mean, that was a absolute behind whipping. Those whippings back in the day. Where it's not just a regular spanking. With everything on. Sometimes whoever spanking you might say, "Yep, pull your pants down too," and it's just a raw, just flesh flying everywhere. That's a beat down. That's just a beat down, and we got to bounce back. And the unfortunate part is that it's now this international break, and that's going to seem forever now because of this loss. You know, you always want to bounce back, and you know you can't wait till that next game after a defeat like this. This is the worst I've seen. I think it is the worst under Klopp. And not even just the score, just the performance. You know, to be just dominant like that, and they're never really seeming like a way back, a real clear way back. You know, at halftime I said that we win it or and at the least draw it, and I really believed that because I thought this team, you know, we see this team, you know, week in week out for I don't know how many years, particularly under Klopp, and you know, mentality monsters and all that. You just thought we'll bring it back. Okay, cool. So you know, again, people will bring up not having Mane and not having the keeper, which yes, those two things played a role, but you know, no matter who you playing, you cannot have a performance like that. I don't care if it's Aston Villa, Bayern Munich, whoever. You can't, you cannot have a performance like that. And particularly when the other teams around you aren't doing as well as you know they normally would. You know, you got to take advantage of that. So today was just one of those days, and we just got to bounce back. There's no real excuses for me. I thought Gomez was atrocious as well today, and I think the players that came off the pitch deserve to come off the pitch. Firmino, again, I've been talking about him, and I know we all love him, and he's special. He does so much for our team. Today, what did he do for our team today? Yes, there were moments where the front three had some interaction. I thought Jota was okay today, but you know, every touch Firmino made was just heavy. Every touch. His first touch was so heavy today. I don't get that. I would have brought him off earlier and tried to figure out a way to put Firmino in there. Maybe I don't know if Origi's on the bench or not, but um, you know, again, not that threat from Mane. The defensive threat, though, his pressing, we didn't have that. Naby wasn't great. So I think the subs that came on, or the guys that came off, more importantly, should have come off. And you know, defensively in general, I don't think anybody really can hold their hand up. Again, Robertson was decent, and going forward, he was good, particularly in that first half. But you know, nobody really in the, yeah, the defense in general just wasn't. I wasn't impressed with that today. So it's dust off time. It's look in the mirror time. We got a little break here. Come back. Everton is the first game back. Everton will be ready for a fight. Believe that. Believe that. So, you know, just hope the boys can just get past this. And this is going to hurt for a while, and it should. It should. You know, a performance like that, you deserve to have some pain and sorrow about that because that performance just isn't good enough, and they know that. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up here. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and look forward to seeing you guys sooner than later. Take it easy.